army's nearly as big as I want. Suffered serious wounds. Alright. Jeez. Uh-oh, Scud passed. I think he was, oh, maybe not. A lot of people dying in my tournament. A lot of people dying in the tournament. God damn it, still hasn't done it. Hey there, in season. It's going good. Having a good time with some Crusader Kings this morning. Balzid, Chancellor of Carreg Orid. Alright, at least he's a member of my kingdom. Last time I held the tournament, frickin' Orcs won. Oh, that's the third champion. Alright, so one of my guys got third place. Second champion, Kargan. Alright, cool. Another dwarf. And, frickin' Orc won again. I think it's hilarious how we have racial enmities and we're at non-stop blood wars, and I get to invite Orcs to my tournament. And they always win. The individual strengths of these Orcs are usually pretty high. Look at this guy. A guy with a Martial 6 somehow wins the tournament. Alright, I don't know how that works. Had a bunch of people die and an Orc got crowned the tournament champion. I'm in the central US. Alright, you trying again? How much money you got? Nope, you haven't tried again. Let some time pass. So yeah, it's coming up on noon my time. Alright, keeping the Khemri happy. Lord Cetra down here should be still maxed out, 100 opinion. Looks like the Myrmidons are going to lose that territory, finally. Oh, heavy infantry, got the points. 37.5 up to 45, oh yeah. Do it. Heavy infantry. That's what 99% of the Dwarven army is made out of, is heavy infantry. Alright. Check the others. They're fine. Marigids I'm still worried about. They haven't taken this guy yet. I'd like to get rid of this one. These are Skaven. And 13, 18, 16, 12, 17, 13. So yeah, I'd really like to grab those. I don't think I can actually, that might be a problem. I might need my Chancellor against these. I don't think they count as greenskins. So yeah, I can't just declare war. Oh wait, no, I've got raised levies. Keep forgetting that. Family spent the money, but he failed again, looks like. Friggin' process is so stupid. I wish they would changed this process so that it had a higher chance of success, but you had to spend more money to do it. So I could check in less often, basically. It's just irritating to have to constantly be checking on these things, especially when you've got multiple territories that you've taken that you have to be trying to convert. And you have to feed money to your lords, and it's just an irritating process. And, I mean, this one went on the first try, Wasteland. This is also Wasteland, but we've done it maybe a dozen times now, and it's failed every single time. So, I just don't understand the percentages, and sometimes it seems like it never ever succeeds. I've had runs go where I've tried like 30 times and it never succeeded, and I had to have permanent garrison out and just non-stop feeding of all my cash reserves in to try to convert just a useless piece of territory that I'm only holding for its value in blocking expansion by other races. So it's just a really, really bad mechanic. I don't like it. Down to Black Fang and Bloody Hand, pretty much. And these poor guys. That's not good. This Black Fang can summon up, yeah, almost 20,000 troops by himself. No more charity. Alright. Let's check back in with my intrigues. I thought I had an event that raised my plot power, but apparently it was a different plot. Let's ransom some people off here. Alright, let's do... Let's hold up for a second. Anything over here that's... Cancel infrastructure, cancel infrastructure. That's going to be a big one. Let's go ahead and do that. Cancel infrastructure. And it's going to raise tax. Yep, you're doing a good job. You just keep that up. Good mechanic. Out of money again. You better not be spending this money on other stuff. I don't even know if he can. Nope, he hasn't. Can't really do much until he converts this stupid place. Alright, slowly getting our money accumulated again. How are we doing down here? You guys getting any things done? Not much. And that's mostly because you can't afford to either. Ah, that's where the money's going right there. They are getting some upgrades done. Yeah, hey Rocket Man. I need to learn and practice that kind of thing a lot. I just haven't played the CK2 enough to understand really well the mechanics on that kind of thing and what good ways to deal with bad good ways to deal with bad people in my court are. You again. Alright, you little prick. You better not kill me. That's my grandson. He's constantly doing stuff like that. And his father died of suspicious circumstances, which put him in line as the heir to the throne. So I'm always worried whenever he invites me to dinner. Yay! Finally! Alright, I can stop feeding that frickin' territory. Much better. So, now we should start accumulating some cash. Alright, so we've successfully converted everything that we needed to. Now I need to start paying attention again to these orcs in the center. So, my goal after the last couple of fights, I took these territories and I took that territory so that I could basically wall in these orcs. And I've succeeded in that. So this is impassable and I control everything else that surrounds them. So I've got them walled in. Unfortunately, where they were 7 or 8 tribes, they've now basically consolidated into 2, Black Fang and Bloody Hand. If they attack me, I've got a mechanic called Summon the Throngs, where I can summon up the Dwarven Throngs, and I basically pay honor in order to summon troops in my capital. And it's like 80 honor per summoning, and it's 1,600 dwarves per time I do that. And I don't know that there's a limit to how often you can do it. It's just a matter of how much honor you feel like spending. So, as long as I'm fighting a defensive war against orcs, I can use that and summon up a big throng of dwarves and smash whatever comes at me. But I don't get to use that on an offensive war. That's why this is a problem now, because these can both summon up. I mean, he can summon up 17,000. He's got 12,000, almost 13. So between the two of them, that's quite a bit of troops, especially considering too many of my vassals are unhappy with me because of the changes I've made. So we've got, I rejected the High King, the Dwarven High King's demands, so I've still got another 6 years before that goes away. And then High Crown Authority is another big part of it. So I might just do another 6 years of waiting. The problem I have in addition is I can't just sit here and wait forever, because Kurgan, he's 326. He's old. Even for a dwarf, that's old. And he's going to die, and as soon as he dies, I lose that huge pool of honor. And as soon as that happens, I'm really at in dangerous straits for the Khemri from the south and for these orcs. So it's a matter of what can I get done with this king before he croaks. Oh yeah, they can warg, but even with warg, they mainly go after each other. That's why I was worried that this would consolidate to a single tribe. So let's take a look at these guys. So this is War Boss Shabak, the biggest. Flanker, cavalry leader. He already attempted a wog, so he can't do anything for 6 years. He can't do another wog for 6 years. So nothing from him for a while. And these guys, he has not done a recent wog, but he's out of money. So they're not fighting. I'm not sure if they're going to fight each other or not. They might. So I'll just kind of keep an eye on them and see what's going to happen. Yeah, so I expect Kurgan to go real soon. My original hope was to see if I could claim the High Kingship, but I got beat to it by this guy, Karak Akor. So he claimed the High Kingship of the Dwarves and then issued demands, which I said, screw you, buddy. And so that's where that negative modifier is coming in. Obviously, eventually I want to claim the High Kingship for myself, but I got other problems. Ooh, I like to see that. Maragid Revolt. So that's good news. He's all the way out here. Doesn't quite border me, but he's awful close. So it's good to see that fracturing. And the same thing will happen here. These guys don't tend to hold on to power for very long, so they get big, they go on these massive wogs, they take territory and kill a bunch, but then the leader dies to a personal challenge, and then the thing fractures into multiple states or tribes again. So That's what I'm hoping for. I might be able to outlast them. So I do not have the strength to try to take these on right now, but I've got them surrounded. They can't go anywhere or do anything interesting. If they attack me, I can summon my throng and smash them down. So I'm not too worried about these guys. My concern was this, but now that I see it fragmenting, I'm less concerned there. And this is always a concern. These guys could steamroll me. So Lord Cetra the Imperishable, 2,113 years old. He's an undead mummy lord. And the issue, not so much troop strength. They have massive troop strength as well, but they have leaders that have been around for thousands of years that have crazy stats. So that's where things get really, really bad. So I've got my Chancellor permanently parked down here, just keeping him as happy as I possibly can while I deal with all of this stuff up here. But I need some time to grow my infrastructure, let my lords get some keeps built, and get some income come in, because I've just recently taken these mountain areas. This is what I'm actually after. I want everything in these mountain spines. That's where my income actually comes from, because I just conquered these, and they're 12, 12, 12, 12, 15, 12, 12, 13, 12. Compared to this kind of territory, which is wastelands and marshes, 7, 6, 6. Yeah, 7, 6, 6. I mean, some are better than others, but most of them are horrible. And you just saw how long it took me to pacify this one tiny territory. It's going to take forever to try to weed out all the orcs and goblins from these territories. And it's just a huge money sink. So I may just leave these guys penned up in here. Just let them fight each other for as long as they want, and then just smash them down if they ever decide to try to come at me, while I concentrate on continuing my expansion in the mountain ranges, because this really has no economic value. It's just a massive drain of both manpower and money to try to take this, and it takes forever to recoup the money back again because it's such bad territory. So now that I've got them contained, I may just leave them there. I control the coastlines, I control the mountain. I'm starting to control the mountain range area. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait to see what happens here with the revolt, and then see about this section. But I am going to try to take this probably right now, and I might go after these as well. So let's kind of see what's going to happen. This is mountains, mountains. This one shows under Empire, so like I said, this is a connector point for the Skaven to somewhere here, but I just don't know the map and the process well enough to figure out exactly how that works. But I think that's my target initially. This is mountain. Yeah, that's under Empire. I'm not sure. Ooh, 16, 25, 10 though. Wow. Oh, look at this. Fortress, city, temple, city. Holy crap. Alright. My worry is, because I don't know how this works, and if it does connect to this under Empire, I may have 1,000,000 rats come pouring out of that thing. That's where I'm not sure. Let's look at this. So if I go here, the Lord Theric and the Rager, so he's his own boss, and he controls this, the high, yeah, that's the Cursed Pit, but then he also has this down here. Alright, so zoom in. Is that pointing to this? No, I can't tell what that's pointing to. Vormithrax and the Rager. My clan of Fath marks. I just don't understand how the rats work. So I'm a little leery of going after that. What I might do is go ahead and prosecute my fight over here, get these taken. Those are both very valuable. Cement that while I wait for this to settle out. Got no... Which one's this one? No, I'm not going after that. So the turquoise triangle, sigil. I'm not following. I just don't. I'll have to do some research or some testing because I just don't see how this works. I thought there was a connection point from the underground up to the overworld, but I'm just not following how it works. So, not going to worry about it. I really would like to take that territory right there, though, so I'm very interested in doing that. But it says you can raise 14,000 army levies. Now, it's rats, so they're not as strong. So, I mean, it can be a little misleading. And I've never fought them, the Skaven, before, so I think I'll go after these first and see how this fight goes. Yeah, 2,000 sounds a lot better. So let's do this fight first, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so no messages to worry about. I've got that. What kind of levies am I looking at? 74 and 5. Alright. First, will it even let me just declare war, or am I going to have to get a casus belli? I don't know if these guys count in the greenskins. Declare war. Nope. Reconquest of Kazakh-Azgul. Reclaim counties that are not held by dwarves or Norse dwarves inside de jure. Oh, that's right. Oh, it says greenskin or Skaven. Alright, so I don't have an extermination war. No, definitely don't want that. Alright, I think I'd have to go with the Reconquest. So for that, I won't be able to take them both at the same time. No, definitely not doing a holy war against the Skaven. Lee, it's not compatible with the most recent version. You have to back up your version number via the Steam beta branch to, I don't remember which version it is, but you have to back up to that previous version. No mod of this scale and size is ever up to a current version. It always lags behind the current versions. It's just way too big to try to keep up with the main game releases. So And yeah, it's very recommended that you do have a few certain DLC, Horse Lords being the biggest one, if you try to use this one. You don't know how to change your version number? Let me know in chat if that's what you need to know, because I can show you real quick on screen how to do it. Alright, If I do this, it's going to be a reconquest war. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. So we declared the war. Let's... sure, let's call in allies. And I'm going to try to do it with just my personal levies. We'll see if that's going to be enough. It's going to take forever to march over here. Let's form up right here. Alright, so my ally right there is going to come and help. As helpful as allies tend to be anyway. Uh-oh, here we go. Uh-oh. We lost some of our opinion with King Cetra. 2600. Stupid raiders keep popping up over here. Alright, grandson. Don't poison me. Yeah, I've already got the benefit from that event. Come on, armies. March, march, march. He's going to finish that siege before I manage to get over there. How's my allies' march doing? He's probably about the same distance. He's a little closer, except now he's marching the other direction. Alright, get in there right now. I don't think we're going to manage to get there in time. Gee, where are you going, dude? You going to march all the way around the kingdom to get over here? Is that what's happening? Oh, NPCs. Hold out, hold out. Oh, we forced him away. Just in time. He almost had the siege completed. Alright, I'm happy to wait there for the rest of the army. Come on, autosave. Oh, now he reverses direction and decides to come through that way.